Okay, g'day again. Right, we're back on the ST, and yeah, I know this has been a long drawn out process, which started 3 years ago on this, and yeah, lost interest due to all the lockdown stupidity we went through. And anyway, I'm back on it. I'm determined to have it back on the road within another month, and yeah, I've made a couple of videos now of putting forward mounted highway pegs on this, and I was concerned about when I take it into Rego whether they'd, wanted engineered or something, stupid like that. And originally I had these covers on it, which are like fall over protection for the fairing. Not that it shows that much. I suppose it does protect the actual fairing, but then it continues to fall over and smashes the mirror. And yeah, that had already happened when I picked it up, and it happened again in the shed. I think my son tried to move it, didn't realise how heavy the thing is or something, but yeah. The same mirror, left-hand mirror, is now broken again. I'd like to have some sort of mirror protection on that, but I don't know how you do that without making something that looks ugly. So anyway, I'm going to look into that, but yeah, I'm not going to put something on that looks ugly, If it looks bad, I won't do it. I'm just going to have to be careful. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've done. I've just made up a cover. It goes straight onto the foot peg mount. And as you can see, it's just tacked together temporarily. A lot more work to be done. I didn't want to do too much welding on the bike, even though I've got the earth, anchored to the job itself and the battery disconnected. But yeah, having ABS and stuff is still a little bit of a concern. I don't want to muck anything up. But yeah, and I thought about too with these having highway pegs, and whether I'd need to put an extra brake up there or something, or another gear shift, and then I timed how long it takes to get your foot off there and back on the pedal, and it's like fraction of a second. It's nothing. About the same amount of time as it take in a car to get your foot off the accelerator and onto the brake, and so it's not really anything dangerous. Anyway, we'll take it off and I'll show you the construction of it. I've got a Allen key bolt in here, and first time I put this on with the screw in it, because I didn't have either of the covers on then, and I had trouble getting the bolt out. I undid it and I couldn't pull it out through the hole, and I had to get a screwdriver in through the front here and push it out. And I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to do that when it's finished, so what I did was, because this isn't a full thread bolt, so I drilled a nut out, I welded a nut on there, so that I'll pick the longer bolt to start with. But that's so that when it's done up, the head of it is just inside the cover here, and when you screw it out, when you unscrew it, the head of it's actually sticking out, and you can grab it and pull it out. So anyway, take it off. This is what's on the inside. It's just a bit of square tube, and it wasn't. I guess this is 20 mil. Between here and here is 20 mil, but the distance to hit out to the outside of this is about 25. And you can't grind any of that off, because you see this little hole in here. See the second hole? That's for the ball bearing, spring-loaded ball bearing in the foot peg, and that allows it to clip in and out. And so if you were to grind that off, there wouldn't be anywhere for the ball bearing, and the ball bearing will fall out. So yeah, so I've had to weld an extra bit of plate on the top of that square tube just to bring it out enough, and yeah, so we'll go along there now, cut some excess off it, bit more weld and probably a little bit of hammering, and we'll finish this off, and I shall do another update. And yeah, I really need to get on with sanding and puttying and finishing off this fairing now. I've done the other side, and I had it done, but then I added a bit more onto it anyway, but it's a little bit more tidying up, but yeah, that's basically done. It fits properly into all the other covers, it's smooth, it's now ready for some 2-pack primer. So yeah, and yeah, this was another major drama. Got a lot of expenses around here, probably most of it's because I got too many vehicles. I've got 3 cars and a motorbike and my wife's car, makes 4 cars, 2 trailers, and that's on top of living on a 5-acre property that needs a lot of maintenance, and yeah, 3 adult kids with disabilities, so there's always a lot to do and there's always a lot of expenses, so this makes it difficult to do projects, especially when, like I'm on a disability pension too, so I don't have a lot of income. But anyway, yeah, we've had a bit of money put aside, and I've bought 2 new tyres. Front one's on, and the rear one, I took it in the bike shop. My wife dropped it off at the bike shop, and because I'd left, there was a drama getting it off because of this piece here pulled out of the wheel instead of pulling out of the diff, but because it was all greasy, where the gear itself and everything, I just popped it back in there, so that less chance of getting grease in my wife's car and everything. But yeah, when the bloke came out from the bike shop and went to take the wheel inside, a shim fell off it, and he picked it up and he said, "Oh, that needs to go back on." And instead of giving it to my wife or to hold on to, he took it with him. And because when my wife came and picked the wheel up, the shim wasn't there. And so yeah, I've had to ring them up, and they've had to go searching around, find the shim, put it behind the counter, and that was Thursday last week. It's now Monday, and yeah, hopefully tonight I'll get that shim back and I'll be able to put the wheel back on. But yeah, you should have left it in the car. I should have left it with my wife, Typical thing that happens in Tasmania. Yeah, little bits of lacking in common sense. Anyway, that's where we're up to, and hopefully there'll be a few more coming and we'll get this thing finished. Okay, thanks for watching. Hit a like, please. Bye.